Hey guys, Simon Rawadi and Yetta Rawadi here with you this afternoon. Coming to you live from our lovely headquarters here in South Yarra. Let's dive deep into what a clothing brand actually requires. First and foremost, clothing specifically and having an online store when it comes to apparel and having inventory is going to require a significant financial investment, number one. Number two is going to require a lot of time, energy and effort from you. What you looking at there, girl? Just smiling away? What, am I wrong in what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Well, what type of financial investment would you say is the Willa clothing brand required to kind of get started, have a decent collection, let's say 5 items, maybe also have enough there from a marketing perspective, launching their brand, all those types of things. Somewhere between 20 and 50k?
I'd say between 20 and 50 I think is a good point.
What did we put in about 7 years ago now? Probably I think it was about 25.
A little bit too much.
Yeah, not too much, but about that. So number one, financially, a little bit more than that. So number one, financially, I think it's definitely a bit of a commitment. So you need to be ready for that. Number two, of course, time, energy, and effort. You're going to come across a lot of challenges when it comes to clothing, just with the nature of actual manufacturing and producing apparel. It's significantly difficult, which is why actually something like Slyletica exists. We're here to help you make that choice and help you make that simple. However, if you are going to do it on your own, it's a significant challenge. There's a few challenges ahead where you actually need things like production managers, you need garment technicians, you need quality assurance people on the ground, even just working with manufacturers who are ethical and who do the right thing is a difficult thing to find. Is that right?
Yeah.
And we can share
takes a lot of research.
Yeah. And look, we can share a lot of stories where things have gone wrong, but we won't get into that. Perhaps we'll do that another day.
Live,
Absolutely.
It's 1 week of live.
So I want to talk about how to get clear on whether or not these things are right for you. And you may have noticed yesterday we posted a video of me speaking live on stage at the Freedom Business Live over in Las Vegas, which is a beautiful place to go. If any of you haven't been, hello, and a big shout out to everyone over in LA and the beautiful Las Vegas. Went over there, did a live video, and was talking about trying to understand where you want your life to be 5 years from today. And I was talking about designing what we like to call your ideal average day, which is kind of what you do on an average everyday basis 5 years from today. And for us, or for me anyway, when I did this exercise about 4 years ago now, it was my ideal day was driving from my home on the beach in a particular car, which I'm yet to get, by the way, to a place that I called the Entrepreneur Hub. And essentially it was having a team of people that launched or helped manage an empire of online businesses. That's literally what I wrote down for about 4 or 5 years ago. And literally today, when you look around, this is what we do on a day-to-day basis. We have our beautiful office, which is a bit of an entrepreneur hub because we work with, obviously, entrepreneurs. And it is what we do. We help manage, at the moment, I think we're about somewhere between 600 to about 1,000 active brands at the moment. Often a lot of those, so about 600 to about 1,000 active labels. So we're kind of really managing an empire of online brands. And for me, I chose online because there was an element of time and freedom to work from a laptop wherever we wanted to be. And obviously we have our space here, but at the same time we can run our business from our laptop and our team can be offsite and also run and work with our clients and our customers from a laptop. So the elements that we wrote down, or that I wrote down about 5 to 6 years ago, have generally in most part come true and come alive. And when I was able to get clear on what I wanted to do, we started making the decisions to actually point us in the direction and making the right decisions. And it does take courage to actually make the right decisions and be able to, spend the time to be able to make decisive decisions that point you in the direction of where you want to go. It does take a bit of courage, but it's quite important that you get clear on where you want to go, particularly when it comes to a clothing label. Understand from a clothing label perspective whether you want to be online, whether you want to open a brick and mortar store, whether you're going to be doing drop shipping. There's a million different ways to start a clothing brand, and it can get quite chaotic and confusing if you're not clear on what you want your life to look like 5 years from today. So the tip for today, guys, is figure out where you want to be 5 years from now, write it down, and build or design what we like to call your ideal average day. Get specific, write them all down. You know, where are you going? How are you getting there? Are you going to work somewhere in an office? Are you working from a laptop? What works for you? Figure all that down and kind of write it all out. Are there any tips in terms of how to kind of get into detail with what they're writing down?
I think, you know, just have some time to really think about it and really, you know, be honest with yourself with what is it that, you know, you see yourself truly doing and really wanting to actually do, as opposed to what, you know, you may think you want to do, or what you've been kind of saying to yourself that you want to do, what you actually really want to be doing.
Yeah, be true to yourself is something that really rings true.
And then, you know, writing it down will mean that it's kind of out of your head, and it'll actually make it almost real, and it'll allow you to actually, you know, step by step make changes day by day, step by step, to actually get there.
Yeah, it's a slow, like 1% every single day, kind of going towards where you want to be, and that's the most important thing. And once you're kind of clear, you'll find that the decisions that you make on a daily basis become a lot easier, because you can ask yourself, is this in line with where I want to be? Yes or no. If it's a no, it's pretty straightforward to say no to opportunities, and obviously say yes to the right opportunities, which is really important as well. So I hope that helps, guys. Of course, if you are looking to start a clothing brand and you would love to you know, maybe just chat to somebody who has already started their brand, or who's helped many people start their brand, head over to apparelcreators.com. That's apparelcreators.com. We'd love to have a chat to you over there. You'll be able to schedule a call with our team and see if we're a right fit for you. They'll be able to explain our products and services a little bit further, and hopefully we'll see you on our side of the table one day. Maybe you can come into our Entrepreneur Hub and be part of our beautiful empire of amazing customers.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'd love to see you. We'd love to work with you.